Welcome to a very special episode of the 90s Metal Gamer. I say this episode is very special because I bought some games from DKOldies. And surprisingly, I did not spend a whole lot of money. Let's check out what I got.
And then the Lord said,
I want to see your tiny head.
As you can see, I did not cover up DKOldies information. That is because if you ever go to their website, you will see that all that information that is on the mailing label is publicly available on their website. So no, this is not doxing. I know I am a small YouTuber. With that said, this video may not get a whole lot of traction, but I still want to put this out there. Please do not harass any of the employees that work at DKOldies. There is a lot of stigma associated with DKOldies, mainly because of their prices. I'm going to put a few screenshots of some of their prices that I found on their eBay store. They're all Mario games, but nonetheless, in my opinion, this is really expensive. Now, I'm all about having complete transparency. I bought 6 games, 2 of which were on one disc, and altogether they came out to $46.44, and I have the receipts to prove it. I don't know what kind of system DKOldies uses to determine their price, but if I had to take a wild guess, the prices are determined by their popularity. Now, in my opinion, the games that I bought here are quite popular, but the prices were very inexpensive, so that may not be the case. But then again, the term popular is subjective. Retro gaming should not be gatekept, meaning that Chrono Trigger has no business being nearly $350. On the other hand, this video is proof right here that all of DKOldies stuff is not expensive. Like I mentioned already, all 6 games cost less than $50. The consoles, on the other hand, are a different story though. As you can see here, we have a first generation PS3 that is in good condition, refurbished for nearly $200. I also have a first generation PS3, and I got it for $40 at a thrift shop. So, if that tells you anything, don't let my opinion sway you one way or the other about DKOldies. I'm just here to provide information. The games I bought were cheap. Everything else, not so much. Not that it really matters, but I probably won't be doing business with DKOldies ever again. But enough about DKOldies. Let's talk about the games that I bought from them though. I bought Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Tetris Worlds, which is on one disc, Bioshock Infinite for the 360, Munch's Oddysee for the OG Xbox, 007 Nightfire for the OG Xbox, and Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow also for the OG Xbox. let's test them all out and see if they work. My Xbox 360 was already connected to the TV when I set up my camera, so we're going to test out Bioshock Infinite first. For my Xbox players out there, if you can read my gamer tag on the screen, feel free to add me. Although I cannot guarantee that I'll play anything. Honestly, I really don't play online at all. But at least you'll have me as a friend, and I will cheer you on. Go you! I really don't know anything about the Bioshock lore. So, between Bioshock 1 and Infinite, I don't know what's going on. I bought this game because it was cheap.
Excuse me. How much longer? One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
One does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
You get back to the realm.
I suggest you do. We're never going to get there.
No, I mean I greatly appreciate it if you insist.
Perhaps you should ask him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does. There's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean. We've arrived. Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Will that change it?
It might give him some comfort.
Hey, is that something we... Somebody meeting me here? I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
Someone inside. Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt.
Well, it took long enough for me to control the character, but Bioshock Infinite works great with no issues. For the rest of the games in this batch, we're going to have to bust out our OG Xbox. Coming up next is 007 Nightfire. I really don't consider myself to be a huge 007 fan, but if I had to pick which one would be my favorite, it would have to be GoldenEye, for obvious reasons, of course. 007 Nightfire contains copyrighted music, so I had to delete the audio track that was linked to this video. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to do right by YouTube and avoid copyright claims at all costs. Doing so now will help me out tremendously in the future. This is one hell of a way to start out a video game. You're a sniper, sniping people from a chopper. I love it. 007 Nightfire seems to be working great with no issues. Let's move on to the next game. Pandora Tomorrow is the sequel to Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I kind of want to play this one. But I am severely backlogged on all my games, and I have a lot of catching up to do. So I might have to put this one on the back burner.
Welcome back to the front. Let's work on stealth. Your gun should always be your last resort. Invisibility is your best weapon. You've got a network of photo cells on your suit connected to a visibility meter on your OPSAT. If the meter's at 3, you're lit up like Times Square.
In true fashion of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, it looks great, and it plays great with no issues. Next one. The Oddworld series is something I really don't know a whole lot about. But from what I understand, it is a series that goes back to the 90s, and it's still going strong to this day. I saw it on DKOldies website, and relatively cheap too. So I figured, why not? The gameplay really reminds me of Gex. If you don't know about Gex, he's a bipedal lizard that runs around and collects random objects. It's quite fun. Oddworld Munch's Oddysee seems to be working great with no issues. Now this game here is really special. Tetris Worlds and Star Wars The Clone Wars on one disc. This came as a promotional bundle for the holidays in the early 2000s. I had this game back in the day. Now I really don't know what happened to it. It doesn't matter now because I have it back. Once again, because of copyright stuff, I had to delete the audio track that was linked to this segment of the video. So, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to do right by YouTube and not have any copyright strikes or claims. I'm almost positive the last 3 videos that I've done have had something Star Wars related in them. I might have a problem. Regardless of that, Star Wars The Clone Wars works great with no issues. Time to check out the other half of this disc, Tetris Worlds. This game plays exactly how you think it plays, like any other Tetris game. Anyway, Tetris World works great with no issues. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you found me. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I am a solo YouTuber, so all the work that is done on this channel is done by me, and any little support that I get will go a long way. I love y'all, stay hydrated, and I'll catch y'all in my next video.